Congratulations on the purchase of your new Tenant Model 5680 Power Scrubber. Not only will this machine perform well with its highly efficient scrubbing system the day you receive it, but for a long time to come. This operator training video will be presented in 9 sections: safety, how the machine works, controls and instrumentation, pre-operational checks, preparing the machine to scrub, scrubbing with the machine, draining and cleaning the machine, post-operational checks, and basic operator service functions. The safety labels that appear on the machine indicate important information you need to be aware of when operating the machine. These labels include: flammable materials can cause explosion or fire. Do not use flammable materials in tank. Flammable materials or reactive metals can cause explosion or fire. Do not pick up. Batteries emit hydrogen gas. Explosion or fire can result. Keep sparks and open flame away. Keep cover open when charging. Read manual before operating the machine. It is the operator's responsibility to fully understand the operation of the machine and to adhere to all safety instructions as addressed in the operator's manuals. The standard scrubbing components of the machine are a solution tank, scrub brushes or pads, a squeegee, a vacuum fan, and a recovery tank. When conventional scrubbing, water and detergent from the solution tank flow to the floor through a solution valve to the scrub brushes or pads. The brushes or pads scrub the floor. As the machine moves forward, the squeegee wipes the dirty solution off the floor. The dirty solution is then picked up by vacuum and drawn into the recovery tank. This section of the video will explain the controls and instrumentation in more detail so you will have a better understanding of your Tenant Model 5680 before you operate it. The steering handles control the machine's speed and direction. To propel forward, rotate the steering handles forward. The further forward you rotate the steering handles, the faster the machine will go. To propel backward, rotate the steering handles backwards toward you. To turn the machine, push the machine in the direction of the turn with the steering handles. The machine will turn on the swivel casters. To stop the machine, release the steering handles. The steering console height is adjustable. To adjust the steering console height, turn the console adjustment knob counterclockwise to loosen it. Move the console up or down to the desired height. Then turn the knob clockwise to tighten it and lock the console in position. The on-off key switch controls machine power. To turn the machine on, turn the key to the right. To turn the machine off, turn the key to the left. The scrub switch controls the scrubbing operations. To lower the brushes and start scrubbing, press the top of the switch. To raise the brushes and stop scrubbing, press the bottom of the switch. Note: the scrub brushes do not start turning until the steering handles are rotated either forward or backward. The hour meter records the number of hours the machine has been powered on. This information is useful when servicing the machine. The battery discharge indicator shows the charge level of the batteries. When the batteries are fully charged, the indicator on the far right is lit. As the batteries discharge, the indicator will move along the display to the left. Recharge the batteries when the indicator flashes. Note: the battery discharge indicator will not reset from the flashing indicator unless the batteries have been fully charged. The solution flow lever controls the amount of solution flow to the floor when using the conventional scrubbing systems. To increase solution flow, push the lever forward. To decrease solution flow, pull the lever backward. Note: a solenoid valve dispenses the solution to the scrub head. The valve opens when the steering handles are rotated forward and closes when the steering handles are released in neutral position. The circuit breakers are resettable electrical circuit protection devices. They stop the flow of current in the event of a circuit overload. They are located on each side of the operator console. Once a circuit breaker is tripped, reset it manually by pressing the reset button after the breaker has cooled down. If the overload that caused the circuit breaker to trip still exists, the circuit breaker will continue to stop current flow until the problem is corrected. The squeegee lever controls the squeegee and the vacuum system. To lower the squeegee and start the vacuum, move the squeegee lever up and to the left to unlock it, and then lower the lever. To raise the squeegee and stop the vacuum, pull the lever up and move it to the right to lock the lever in the up position. When you propel in reverse, you must lift the squeegee to prevent damage to the squeegee. It is important to make needed adjustments, regularly inspect and maintain normal wear items, and operate the machine according to the operator's manual. Let's review the required pre-operational checks listed on the operator's daily checklist. Check under the machine for leaks. Check the squeegee for proper deflection. Check the squeegee blade for wear, rounded edges, nicks, or cuts. Before scrubbing with the machine, you will need to know how to prepare the machine to scrub. This will require you to know machine components and how to use them. It also may require you to make minor adjustments to get the best cleaning results. The scrub head strap increases the scrub head pressure and puts the scrub head into heavy scrub mode. The heavy scrub mode is used when deep scrubbing or floor stripping is necessary. To start the heavy scrub mode, start with the scrub head in the up position and pull out on the scrub head strap until the scrub head drops into place. Next, lower the brushes and start scrubbing. To stop the heavy scrub mode, press the bottom of the scrub switch. The scrub head will automatically reset to the daily scrub mode when it raises and stops scrubbing. When it is started again, the scrub head will operate at daily scrubbing or normal pressure. The solution tank hose is used to drain the solution tank. The drain hose plug is removed by turning the plug latch to loosen the plug and pulling the plug out of the drain hose. The drain hose is plugged by placing the hose plug in the end of the hose and turning the plug latch to tighten the plug. The recovery tank drain hose is used to drain the recovery tank. The drain hose plug is removed by turning the plug latch to loosen the plug and pulling the plug out of the drain hose. The drain hose is plugged by placing the hose plug in the end of the hose and turning the plug latch to tighten the plug. The solution tank support arm holds up the solution tank when the tank is lifted. The solution tank support arm engages when the solution tank is lifted all the way open. The arm is released by holding the solution tank up while pulling up on the arm. You can then lower the solution tank. The stop arm prevents the solution tank from fully closing when the tank is lowered. Push the arm in to lower the solution tank completely. The squeegee down pressure cams adjust the squeegee deflection along the entire length of the squeegee. Squeegee deflection is the amount of curl the squeegee blade has when the machine moves forward with the squeegee lowered to the floor and the vacuum fan on. The best deflection is when the squeegee wipes the floor just dry with a minimum amount of deflection. To adjust squeegee blade deflection, follow these steps. Turn the machine power on, lower the squeegee. Drive the machine forward and look at the deflection of the squeegee blade. The correct amount of deflection is 12 millimeters or 1/2 inch for scrubbing smooth floors and 15 millimeters or 5/8 inch for rough floors. To adjust the amount of deflection, turn the squeegee deflection cams counterclockwise to decrease blade deflection. Turn the squeegee deflection cams clockwise to increase blade deflection. Drive the machine forward again to check squeegee blade deflection across the entire length of the blade, and readjust the squeegee blade deflection if necessary. When preparing for conventional scrubbing, open the solution tank cover and partially fill the solution tank with water. Pour the required amount of detergent into the solution tank fill opening. Continue filling the solution tank with water until it reaches 25 millimeters or 1 inch below the bottom of the solution fill opening channel. Once the squeegee blade is adjusted, turn the machine's power off. Before you scrub, pick up or sweep up debris. Pick up pieces of wire, string, twine, etc., which could become wrapped around the scrub brush. Start the machine and drive it to the area to be scrubbed. If the heavy scrub mode is required, pull out the scrub head strap until the mechanism locks into place. Press the top of the scrub switch to lower the scrub head and begin scrubbing. Lower the squeegee to the floor with the squeegee lever. To stop scrubbing, first release the steering handles. Press the bottom of the scrub switch to stop scrubbing and raise the scrub brushes. Raise the squeegee with the squeegee lever. When you are finished scrubbing, or when the vacuum fan shuts off, signaling a full recovery tank, the recovery tank should be drained and cleaned. The solution tank then can be filled again for additional scrubbing. First, drive the machine next to a floor drain or sink. Turn the machine power off. Note, for safety, before leaving or servicing the machine, stop on a level surface and turn off the machine. Check the solution tank and empty any remaining solution with the solution tank drain hose. Lift the solution tank to access the recovery tank. Remove the recovery tank drain hose from the mounting clip. Remove the recovery tank drain hose plug and place the hose into a floor drain or sink. Flush out the inside of the recovery tank with clean water. Rinse off and inspect the recovery tank level float switch. Note, do not use steam to clean the tank. Excessive heat can damage the tanks and other components. Remove and clean the vacuum fan filter located in the recovery tank. Allow the filter to dry before scrubbing with the machine. When the recovery and solution tanks have been completely drained and rinsed, reinstall the drain hose plugs and place the drain hoses back onto the mounting clips. Pull up on the support arm and lower the solution tank. Again, it is important to make needed adjustments, regularly inspect and maintain normal wear items, and operate the machine according to the operator's manuals. The following items need to be checked after the machine has been operated. With the machine powered on, check the battery charge level to determine if it needs charging. With the machine powered off, check the following items. Check the battery electrolyte levels and fill as required. Check for wire, string, or twine wrapped around the scrub brushes or pads, and remove if any is found. Check the squeegee for wear or damage. Check the vacuum hoses for obstructions. Check for any machine leaks. Check the service records to determine other service requirements. If the batteries need charging, drive the machine to the charging station. Turn off the key and raise the solution tank. Next, plug the charger into the machine charge plug and confirm that the battery charger starts. Note, the machine key switch must be in the off position for the battery charger to start the charging cycle. The brushes should be checked for any damage and wear. The disc brushes should be replaced if large amounts of bristles are missing or if the remaining bristles length is less than 10 millimeters or 3/8 inch. To replace the disc brushes, first raise the scrub head. Turn the machine power off, open the access cover on either corner of the scrub head, and turn the brush until you can see the brush spring clip. Press the spring clip together with your thumb and index finger. The brush will drop off the drive hub. Pull the brush out from under the scrub head. Place the new scrub brush on the floor in front of the scrub head. Push the brush under the scrub head. Line up the drive socket with the drive plug. Lift the scrub brush assembly into the drive plug. You can either rotate or replace the squeegee blades if a leading edge is torn or worn halfway through the thickness of the blade. To replace or rotate a squeegee blade, first raise the squeegee assembly, then turn the machine power off. Remove the squeegee suction hose from the squeegee frame, loosen the two mounting knobs, pull the squeegee frame off of the machine, and loosen the two remaining knobs on top of the squeegee frame assembly. Next, loosen the two retention knobs, one at each end of the squeegee frame. Pull off the rear retaining band and pull off the rear squeegee blade. Pull the retainer plate back and pull the front squeegee blade off of the squeegee frame. Insert the rotated or new squeegee blade in the squeegee frame, lining up the slots in the blade with the tabs on the retainer plate. Push the retainer plate forward, insert the rear squeegee blade and retainer. Tighten the two rear blade retention knobs until the ends of the front and rear squeegee blades touch, but do not over-tighten the knobs. Tighten the two outside knobs on top of the squeegee assembly and install the squeegee assembly on the squeegee pivot. Secure the two retention knobs and install the vacuum hose on the frame. Once the squeegee frame is mounted on the machine, check the squeegee for proper adjustment and adjust as required.